take a Gemini Man movie, right? As a homework, you can try. So this is about the frame rate. So you should know about the frame rate when you are going to see the video. Now, next one is a resolution. Now, in a video, we have seen that there are many number of frames. It's called frame rate. Now, let's get into a frame, single frame. In a frame, okay, the frame is there. Then how do I define the frame then? How do I define a frame? I need to know the length and the height of the frame, right? It is called width and height of the frame. Width and height. Width of the frame and height of the frame. So if I say, correctly, if I say, laser pointer, yeah, this is called a width and this is a height. Okay, this is called width. Okay, width, that's good, but how can I represent the width? It's in inch or millimeter or meter. How do I define the width? Now we need an unit, right? Width. So in video, the unit is pixels. Unit is a pixel. So a pixel is a small element. Okay, pixel is a small element. 1 inch is small. 1 inch is a small element in a scale, right? 1 inch or 1 millimeter is a unit, right? The same way here, pixel is a 1 unit. You take a frame. For example, I have given a frame. Now each ball is a pixel. Now I just given one small analogy here. Each ball is a pixel. There is no half ball. It is an extension. So I have taken a part of the video. I have taken a part of the frame. I am showing it to you. This is how it has been arranged. Now frame consists of a pixel, and the frame will be said. Frame will be measured in terms of width and height, and width is represented by number of pixels. Height also will be represented by number of pixels. In a row, how many pixels are present? That is called width of the frame. Number of pixels in a row. Like that, how many rows are present? Or in a vertical direction, how many pixels are present in vertical direction is called height. Okay, so number of pixels in a row is called width. Number of pixels in a column is called height. So you should know that, right? So width and height is very, very important in video. It's called resolution. Resolution is equal to width into height. Resolution is equal to width into height. So for example here, let's see one example here. So I'll take the same video what we have seen now. See, look at the resolution. The resolution is 720 is a width and 576 is a height. 720 is a width, 576 is a height. That is a video here which you are saying. This is 720 and this is 576. So 720 pixels are present and 576 pixels are present in vertical direction. 720 pixels are present in horizontal direction. That's a, okay, that is called resolution. Okay, there are many such resolutions. See 800 cross 600, 1024 cross 600. Let me take a laser pointer. Yeah, 800 cross 600, 1024 cross 600. Like that, there are many. 1920 cross 1080, 1920 cross 1200. These are all width and height. Resolution means width and height. Width into height. Okay, but normally, if you go to the video standard, people will say only one number. 360, 720, 1080, like what is that number then? Because normally resolution means width into height, but they say only one number. That number is called the height of the video. Simple. See, they say 360, it's a height. So 360, then the width will be 640. So it's a default thing, right? There are many standards, video standards. Some standard, for example, SVGA means 800 is a width, height is 600. SVGA standard, or WSVGA standard means the width will be 1024, height will be 600. If somebody says 600, you can ask me, is it SVGA or WSVGA? You can go 800 or you can go 1024 as a width, but the height will be 600. Okay, so normally 360 means 640 is a width and 360 is a height. If they say 720, if somebody says 720 or if the resolution is 720, that means the height is 720 and the width will be 1280, right? Height is 720, the width will be 1280. If they say 1080, then you can say the width will be 1920 right? So this is how the standards are. So I given the list of standards on the right hand side. You can see that. So far, the video resolution has been told or represented by height only. For example, if you buy a TV, they will say 720p or 1080i. For example, 720 means it will support only 720 height, 720 pixels in height, okay, in vertical direction. 1080 means it can show you 1080 pixels in a vertical direction. Horizontal directions may be anything around 1920, but height wise it is 1080 only. That's the thing. But now the latest trend is different. Latest trend is width. If somebody says height, that is an old trend. The latest trend is, the recent one is width. If somebody says 2K, that is a width of the video. 2K. Somebody says 4K, that's a width of the video. 8K, it's a width of the video. So 2K, 8K, 4K or width of the video. If somebody says 2K, if you see 2K, it's a width of the video. 2048 is a width. 1920 is a height. 4K, again, now 3840 or 4096. These are all 4K. 8K, again. So you can calculate, you can see that now how the numbers are. I've given a list. You can do a wiki also. You can find the standard. You can find the width and height. The latest trend is width. If somebody says 1080, it's an old standard. If somebody says 4K, it's a new standard, right? So that's about resolution. Next one is a pixel. Now we got the resolution. Now we'll get inside the pixel. One unit of the video is pixel. Pixel is picture element. Okay, that's a thing. So how the pixels are represented? You take any pixel. You take one pixel. What is a pixel? Pixel is a color. One color, right? You can see a small one color. The color has been created by RGB. You have studied long back. So red, green, blue, a combination of RGB will give you a color. Fantastic. All will be present is equal to white color. If nothing is present is black color. So that's a variation, RGB. But RGB is old technology, pa. Nowadays we are not using RGB. It's long back. Nowadays the trend is YUV. The trend is YUV. So the videos are captured as a YUV format, in a YUV format or YCBCR format. Okay, if I get inside about YUV and YCBCR, I need another session. So you study about YUV and YCBCR and then understand. Later I'll come up with a different, in a different session, I will teach about YUV and YCBCR. But now you can understand that the latest trend is YUV. Okay, YUV is a point. And Y is called, what is Y, what is U, what is V, what is RGB, red, green, blue. These are called components. R is a component, green is a component, blue is a component. The same way, YUV is Y is a component, U is another component, V is also another component. What is that? Y says Y is called a luma component. Luma component. U and V are chroma components. Both are chroma components. U represents blue component, V represents red component. Okay. So YUV. So I'll show you one small video about YUV. Okay, again. Let me take the same video. So this video is YUV format. The same video, 720x576, is called standard definition. SD means standard definition. 720x576 is a width and height and 25 frames per second. And this is a YUV. Okay, YUV format. This video is a YUV format. I'll tell you about this one later, little later. Okay, this is called YUV format. Now I can play. Now I want to see Y component. Okay, then this is called Y component. Now this is called U component. And this is V component. V is about red. Okay, see that wherever red is there, you will see brighter color in V component. This is called V component. In V component, you identify where all you will see a brighter color. This place has got a brighter color, right? So what is there? Is it a red one? Let me check. Yes, it is red. Now where is a brighter color here? This is a brighter color. So is it red? Let me check. Yes, it is red. Now again I'll go back. What is bright component? This is brighter compared to this. This is okay, and this is brighter, right? The ball looks like a brighter one. Let me check the ball. Yes, it is red color, and yeah, this is also red color, and this is also red. Comparatively this is brighter, right? So what is this? This is also red in color. Correct. Okay, so V component. Now let me check the U component. Which is brighter now? U component. See that this horse is brighter, right? This is brighter. What is there? The horse is blue in color. Okay. Now what is next then? Brighter color. I can say, this is a brighter color, right? This box is a brighter color. What is that? This is a train. This is blue. This is a blue coach. Okay. Then what is next? Then brighter color is this is brighter color. This is brighter. So what is that? This is a blue color cup. Okay. What is next? These are bright. These are bright. What is that? Blue. Okay. So like that. So blue component and red component, and this is a luma component. Okay, luma component. So what's the difference between all these things now? RGB, if you take RGB video, if I see only R component, I cannot see the picture. If I see green component, I cannot see the picture. If I see blue component, I cannot see the picture. But if I have only one plane, that's called plane, R plane, G plane, B plane. If I see one plane, I should see some video, right? Some picture. I'm not able to see. So that is why they invented YUV. It's a combination of RGB as given YUV format. So Y has got all the RGB in some form. Okay. So what happens in Y, you will see the complete image. You will see a complete image directly in Y component. Let me tell you, now show you again. So this is a YUV format. If I want to see only Y component, this is Y component. Y component will tell you most of the details, your image and all the the complex structures, all details are visible in Y component. But in CB or U component, it will say the difference in blue components, whether blue should be higher or something or lower. What's the deviation in blue component will be shown in U. Next one is the V component. It's about red. So blue and red, the variations of blue, variations of red are shown in the two different components. So that's about YUV, right? So YUV is the latest trend. People are using YUV only now. Those are called components. Okay, I've gone depth. Now let me tell you very, very important point that, okay, if I take a component, how do I represent in digital? That's called bit depth. That's called bit depth. If somebody says 8-bit is a bit depth, that means 8 bits are allotted per component. There are 3 components, right? You take RGB or YUV. Now let's take YUV. In YUV, Y is a component, U is a component, V is a component. For each component, 8 bits are allotted for each component. That means 8 bits for Y, 8 bits for U, 8 bits for V. 24 bits for 1 pixel. That's how it has been calculated. 8-bit is a format. Generally, all over the world, we are using 8-bit as a bit depth. Okay. Commercially, we are using YUV, 8-bit YUV. Please understand that. So, you take any component, it's an 8-bit. That means 2 power 8 variations are there. 2 power 8 variations of Y, 2 power 8 variations of U, 2 power 8 variations of V components. So, if I put together, how many variations? 2 power 24 variations. That means 16,777,216 color variations in 1 pixel. That many colors are possible in 1 pixel. 16 million colors. Why is it required? Why is it required? That much combinations. Come on, I have given a figure now. See the figure. You look at a boy side. You look at a girl side. Who can identify more colors? naturally by design, natural design. Okay, the nature has given a perfect design for ladies, perfect design for gents. Okay, gents are able to identify only few colors by nature. It's a design, physical design of ladies, their eyes and brains. Okay, to capture more number of colors. That is why the ladies need to know the variations in colors. That is why we have given 16 million colors. That's the reason. Now for 8-bit depth, you are gone to 2 power 8 into 2 power 8 into 2 power 8. Assume that if I go for 10-bit depth, 2 power 30 combinations are present nowadays. If you take a latest TV, they will say it can give 2 power 10 bit is a bit depth. So 2 power 30 combinations of color is possible in 1 pixel. So it will be very superb color. Very super color. Okay. So that's about the pixels and resolutions. Now let's get into a very important point called progressive or interlaced. This is very, very important feature specification. Progressive or interlaced. So the old time, very old time, when the camera is invented and when the camera is used, people are not able to capture the image in a second. Like we said, 24 images to be captured in a second, so that we can show to the brain that it's a video. 24 is not at all possible. 24, that too for a full frame. So what happened? They got a shutter speed, but they are not able to capture the complete image. So they captured in a different way. That, okay, I will not capture 24 full frame. Instead, I will capture half frame only. But within a time, I will capture hard lines and even lines. First half and second half. First half and second half. Like that I'll capture. But I'll capture 48 times. Speed is possible, but capturing technology was not possible at that time. The memory for capturing the image is not that great those days. So what happened? You take, look at the picture here. So 1/60th of a second they are captured odd line, and next 2/60th of next fraction of second they are captured even line. Then again they'll go to odd line, they'll capture the even line, so that it has been captured. And these captured image will have black color in between, like one line. Alternative lines are captured. Odd lines are captured at one time, even line is captured at another time. So it has been captured, those lines are captured at a different interval, but 48 times, or here it is 60 times. Then if they show to the TV is also interlaced TV those days. So if they show to the TV, odd lines are shown, then even lines are shown. See, look at that, odd lines are shown, then even lines are shown. You can see all my fingers now, right? First odd and then even, then odd, even. So at one point you will see both. It is shown in a very fraction of a second. You can see complete, lines, all lines. That's how the TV videos have worked those days. Nowadays we are not using interlace. It's old technology. Nowadays we are using progressive. We are able to capture the complete image. That to 24 or 25 or 60, the technology has grown. So now we are able to capture progressive. If somebody says you have got interlaced TV, don't think it's a latest technology. It's a old technology, interlaced. Progressive is the latest one. Okay. Now what is that then? You would have seen, how do I identify? You would have seen some, number, 1080i, right? If you see any video specification, you would have seen this. If you take a TV specification, you would have seen this 1080i. What is 1080i? 1080i means it is interlaced. 1080 means it's a height. We know it, we have seen it's the height of the video. 1080 pixels are there in a vertical direction. Fine. 1080 pixels in vertical directions plus it is interlaced. The video is interlaced video. If they say 720p, that means 720 pixels but progressive. Perfectly captured. Interlaced is old technology. Progressive is latest technology. So if you are going to buy a TV, you should see whether it is I or P. You have to buy P only. Don't go for I. It's old technology. 576i. Now 576i. Let me show you what is 576i. 576 means the height is 576. I means interlaced. What is that video? So how the video will look like? Because this has been captured like this, the video will look like this. You look at that interlaced video, you can see lines in between. This is called combing artifact. C-O-M-B, combing artifact. It looks like a comb, right? Yeah, combing artifact. These are called combing artifact. We have to nullify the combing artifact by some filters. That is called deinterlaced filters. Deinterlaced. Make the interlaced. If you want the same format, you have to use deinterlaced filters. So this is one also. This one also. Look at that. The tiger. The first picture is interlaced. The second picture is progressive. Okay. So let me show you one video example here. Let me take the same or different video. Rather, it is 720 576. Okay, the height is 576, and it is YUV. Now I will say it's interlaced. It's an interlaced format. So let me check this. This is called interlaced video. If I run the video, you may not observe there is an interlace or combing artifact. You cannot. If I run a video, but if I freeze it to one frame, because two fields are connected together, you will see there are lines. I'll focus. There are lines. See, correct? There are lines. Combing artifact. This is called combing artifact. In this particular one, see here. Everywhere you can see the combing artifact. Wherever edges are present, you will see a combing artifact. Stop. See here, edge. You look at the edge. This is called interlaced frame. See, look at the letters, edges of the letters. These are all called interlaced video. Okay. So these are the important points in video specification. The first one is frame rate. You have to go for higher frame rate. Will be good for your eyes, but more than 60 your eyes cannot identify. So 24 to 60 is your frame rate your brain can understand. More than that brain cannot understand. Even 40 also is 48 also brain cannot understand. Brain can understand from 24 to 40 or something. More than 40 it is redundant. The brain cannot understand the deviations actually or the difference. The resolution is also important. Higher the resolutions, beautiful for the eyes. The eyes will feel very, very comfortable. If there are more bigger resolution, eyes will be comfortable. How do I understand how many that's another session. I will tell you how much is the eyes can understand about the video. Next video. Next one is the pixels. The color variations will be given specifications.